Hi, my name's Arush.
I'm Aniruddha.
My name is Shivangi.
I'm Mia.
We worked on the Awake Fiberoptic Intubation Simulator through the course of this project. And one thing I really liked about this course is that it's very it's a little bit less directly guided. It's very much you have to guide yourself and you have to be driven on your own to make your project happen. There's no one here to hold your hand through the entire way. You have to figure out what your goal is, how much you want to do with the project by the end of the 8 weeks. You kind of have to have a set vision for yourself when you're going into this.
One thing that I personally liked, and sort of adding on to what Arush said, was it's sort of a reiterative cycle of creation and discovery, where you are creating your product just as creating a product, creating it just as you're discovering how to do so. It's a reiterative cycle, and because it's so it's just because it's so independent and it's controlled by you as a student, it's something that goes at your own pace, and really you're able to find your own niche. You're not really forced into being one role, where you can really choose your role, and it's a way of discovering things and specializing them all at once. It's that all at once experience that is truly the most attractive part of it for me.
I really like the aspect of connecting with different professionals from the industry, different faculty within the U. Within our project, we got together with an anesthesiologist as well as Dr. Will Durfee, and both of them sort of guided us throughout our project, and we really got to connect with our anesthesiologist on sort of a personal level. And so definitely making those connections within this program is a big plus. And on top of that, you get to meet so many different people with similar backgrounds, but also different backgrounds, whether they're in engineering or in the design school. And so you get to hear different perspectives and different ideas, which kind of sparks your brain to shoot at anything, basically.
Just to reiterate what Shivangi had just said so far, I think that the fact that we get to connect with a clinician, a person that actually getting involved in ICU and actually doing these intubation process that directly related to our work and get the insight is very helpful. And also added on to everyone idea, I also think that besides that, the course also offer course material that have the theory with the right amount of theory, and also there's some practice that we do in class that is very helpful for team building, and also help with coming up with ideas and help with the design process.
You also can't miss out on Paul's jokes during class. That should be your reason to join.
I think that this course would be really impactful for me going forward, because it's not that the project itself was very interesting, but it's gaining that initial experience. I think that when it comes to a lot of deciding medical devices, the best way to do it after going through this course is really just doing it. Learning about it is one thing, but truly doing it and on your own really is that key way that you learn so much. And I can definitely say that I learned a lot. I've learned so much more, and I'm so much more experienced from this program than I was when I started it. And because of it, I've gained my sort of niche and my everyone has a passion, and I've discovered what my passion is in that medical device innovation aspect is, because it's such a lengthy process, but it allows you to discover your passion. And because of that, I'm able to now look towards my career and look towards how I'm going to orient my education, further aspects, to really specialize in that passion or build myself so that I can really do what I want to do. And I think this aspect of discovery with this program is really what is going to impact me the most.
I think this program really opened me up to the resources that the U has for working on ourselves, and if we have an idea, what resources we can pull from the U to make our idea come to life. And I think that's really cool. I didn't really know that we had an entire biomedical device center that we could come in and test biomedical devices. And there's a bunch of specialty tools around here that you wouldn't find in, let's say, the Anderson labs or the civil engineering labs.
A little bit about me. I am a mechanical engineering major, and I'm also on the pre-medicine track. Being a mechanical engineering major, there's so much that you can go into. And so being a part of this program, I've sort of found an interest within clinical research. And so that'll definitely change my future as I want to get more involved within the clinical aspects of research while integrating engineering and medicine as well.
I think this course is influential to my life just because I think the course did a really good job at considering the lengthy process of getting going from an initial idea to like the final prototype or final product to the customer. Well, it's consolidated within 8 weeks very well, and I think that by participating in this course, I get a sense of what I would imagine myself doing in the future and what kind of work do I want to get involved in. So a little bit more about myself. I have always thought that I want to get involved into the research and development process, but after the course, I think that I gained a bit more interest in actually the test and the testing aspect of it, like testing the prototype over and over again, and just to look into the problem and try to solve the problem is what is attracting me the most, and I gained that from the course itself.
I think one thing to maybe improve this course, one suggestion to make this course go a little bit more smoothly for me, is maybe a better set of expectations. Like maybe the examples of where groups in the past have, like what they've achieved over the 8 weeks and what we should aim to achieve. I think it was a little bit difficult at the beginning to understand what pace we should be working at, what goals we should be working at. Just a little bit more clarity around that would be really helpful.
You may feel lost at times. When you join this program, at times you may feel lost. You may feel like you don't know what's going on. But that's on purpose, because it's being lost. Being lost means that you're actually doing something, and when you may not know when you found what you want to find, but it's being lost which truly is part of that aspect. And I didn't realize that beforehand, but like in the middle of this thing, I truly felt sometimes that I didn't quite know what was going on. But it's because you have that experience that you know that something is going on. So if you ever feel discouraged, don't feel so, because that's exactly the point. You are lost, but you will find your way.
That was profound.
It was really nice. Little motivational speech.